Hello Pisces, this is Grand Madam with your weekly reading. Pre-shuffled off camera, I'm using the Energy Oracle deck cards. And what you've got going on for the week of December 15th through to the 22nd is healing. Some of you have had surgeries and you're healing this week. Others of you may have to have a surgery on your hearts because they're damaged and they need to be renewed, they need to be healed. In this profound state of sorrow and sadness and heartbreak, Pisces, call upon the healer of the ages to help you fill that heart with love again so that you can be renewed. That is your overall energy from the Energy Oracle deck. Overall energy regarding what it's all about. We have the Emperor. Could be an Aries. Now this energy sees no gender. So this could be for a Pisces woman, a Pisces man, and it can also be for the love interest or the person who's uppermost on your mind right about now. And this energy is an energy of control. This energy is an energy of controlling yourself, and this energy is also used to control others. At its best, it's about self-control. At its worst, it's about trying to control others. So that's on top for this week. Internally, it was about trying to control a relationship. The Two of Cups talks about the lovers. It can also talk about friends who became lovers. And what's crossing that is the Sun. Now this is a good card, because if it's not dealing with sunshine and joy and exuberance and new beginnings, it's talking about the illumination of a matter. It's talking about the sun shining on a dark night of the soul, or the sun exposing what goes on in the darkness. In your immediate past, wow, Ace of Wands, a new beginning. But that new beginning was aborted. That new beginning that you expected turned out to be a false start. In your immediate past, again, here we go with new beginnings. This one concerns Pentacles, which is money, prosperity, the good things in life. This too got aborted. And what's crowning that is a Queen of Pentacles. This Queen could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. She's very business-minded. She's very nurturing. She is about growth and nature. Whatever you were involved with, Pisces, this new beginning, this new money, it was brought to a screeching halt by this Queen of Pentacles. And your concern now is to move quickly. You might be using social media. You might be taking a short trip. But you have to move quickly on. In your immediate energy right now, Pisces, you have the Eight of Cups. You have two eights. The Eight of Wands, which talks about quick movement, and the Eight of Cups, which is talking about walking away and leaving these cups behind. Okay? So your dreams were dashed by another. And in your hopes and fears, you're afraid that another sword will stab you in the back. Definitely not a good week for you, Pisces. But it should be an illuminating one. Outcome. You're still trying to make things happen. You have all the resources that you need to create a new beginning for yourself. But you ran into the conflicts. There were arguments. There were fights. And this woman was either the cause of the arguments and the fights or played a great deal, a significant part of it. Maybe the arguments and the fights were over this woman, were over her pentacles and over her new beginnings. Because along with the arguments and the fighting came the disappointment. Okay? Let's see what Pisces' mental challenge is. Justice. Now this card could involve a Libra. This card could involve a court case. Or this card could involve just balance. Trying to get your head straight. Because this falls in your mental challenge. You're trying to understand why. You're trying to understand what happened. And the Justice card is also a card of fairness. Whatever went down. Something was shady and shaky, Pisces, and it got checked. That's what went down. Things were put in their proper order. Because now in your emotional challenge, there's the star. Now this star symbolizes hope, renewal, celebrities, and some points, some aspects of success. And that's where you're having your emotional challenge. So, let's see what the final outcome is. Pisces, this is your card, the Hangman. Whatever happened, Pisces, turned your world upside down, and you along with it. Excuse me. And caused you to walk away, hoping you'll see things from a different perspective. Because at the bottom of the deck, Pisces, we have the 10 of Cups, and that's the picture of the happy family. We have the Page of Wands, which is a creative endeavor. Someone is setting out to create a happy family. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which is the card of sneaking around, deception, stealing. Someone looks like he's running off with someone's swords and not doing things on the up and up, Pisces. With that comes the anxiety. And also the Four of Swords, which is laying it all to rest. Now, Pisces, I also have Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left behind and broke. out in the cold. There was this Three of Wands waiting for something good to happen, to bring you that new life, that new creative spark, that new money. There was juggling going on with the Two of Pentacles. Juggling people, places, juggling things, juggling projects, juggling ideas. But then the Wheel of Fortune stepped in and brought everything to a screeching halt, because it was never supposed to go that way. Four of Pentacles, Pisces, you were holding on for all that you were worth. And losing strength doing it. Losing your self-respect, losing your dignity, losing your physical strength. Some things were said with this Queen of Swords. They were cutting, but they were the truth. But they didn't stop the heartbreak of a third-party situation. And more than likely, this King of Wands, this beautiful charmer, this handsome devil, has taken a leap of faith and has moved on to calmer waters, Pisces. And he took that leap of faith because he took his invitation of love, Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, to the Empress. Now, in some form, you are the Empress, Pisces, and there was an offer or an invitation to work things out with you. But it didn't happen that way. And Pisces, the reason it didn't happen was because of some secrets and illusions that were involved in his relationship with you, or her relationship with you, that generated a great deal of aggressive tension, anger, charging into things with this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords charges into a situation to cut out and cut up anything and everything in his way. It's a very destructive energy. Pisces, evidently you went charging into a situation or charging into the king, and that created an unexpected outcome. Because you felt that you had put enough into the relationship, but that king felt they had put more into it. Pisces, you thought that you were being offered stability, economic, financial, emotional stability, because you were the queen, the matching queen to that King of Wands down there on the table. But when the offer came in, or when it was time for you to make a counteroffer, or whatever went down, that Page of Cups to this King of Swords, the offer was just too small. It was small to the point of being humiliating. And that's when the king turned and went into the other direction. Because there was even a fight. I look at this as a fight, not just an argument, but a fight. Balance had to be restored. Okay, so that's what happened with that, Pisces. Now, let's see what the Romance Oracle cards can tell us. It was an unfair situation you found yourself in, Pisces. But Pisces, you walked into that. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. You thought, because you were the prettiest, the finest, the richest, the more whatever, that you were the better person, the better pick. That was all ego, Pisces. That's not heart. Your ego led you astray that day. Because you knew that person had a committed relationship. And you did not care. And now you're the one who can't sleep at night. So, because he's gone. Your only hope is that, of being in his life, is that you were at least friends first. But that may not be enough. Because I don't believe you can contain yourself to be a friend. Just a friend. So Pisces, I would suggest that you keep it friendly. Because right now you're hurting your fist. But you've been friend zoned. Let's see what the romance angels have to say, Pisces. Let me take that. Second. Oh, okay. About this situation. Pisces, you don't let any grass grow under your feet, do you? Because the romance angels say you've got a new love in the horizon. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Children or childish behavior will blow it out the water, Pisces. So I know some of you've got that princess complex. But this new love wants a queen. They will not be impressed for long. I mean, you can play sweet and cute and coy to get them. But when it comes time to be in a relationship with them, they want a woman, not a little girl. But moving right along, trust that this situation you're calling for will have faith. And see, that was a problem with this last relationship, Pisces. No. The princess you play. If you're over 35, you can, and still playing the princess, you're going to get side-eyed. So in this next relationship, get to know each other first. Have those talks. Sure, enjoy the parties. But when you start to talk about things, how you look at life, what is you want in a relationship. Either you'll get to see where they're coming from, they'll get to see where you're coming from. But put that princess away that day, for goodness sakes, and slip into your queen or your goddess. The attraction is there. And you might even get taken on a trip. Honeymoon vacation, Pisces. That sounds very healing. And right now, healing would be very, very good for you. Because you still have the healer of the ages coming into play here. Which means, Pisces, you've been damaged. We're not talking about just hurt feelings. We're talking about sense of self. You're talking about the heart. And my love, you've got to heal that. All of that has to be healed first before you can be ready for something like this. Or you'll mess this up too. Okay? So, there's a time for the princess and there's a time for the queen. In the goddess trilogy, there is the maid, the young girl, the mother, the mature woman, and the crone, the wise woman. There's nothing wrong with balancing them. But a grown man is not going to be too interested for long in a maid who has yet to take on the understanding and the nurturing of the mother and who lacks the wisdom of a crone. And on that note, Pisces, this is Grand Madam, and I'm sending you much love, my dears. Enjoy your week.